It's Guido coming at you with Guest Help Week. Welcome back, guys. Guest Help, who is that? That is you guys. Send me your really good, interesting, cool videos, or replays anyway, to Guido at 1212gaming.com, and I might feature them on Guest Help Week. I've got a couple already, so I'm looking for some more. I don't know, I'm doing this, what is it? It's Wednesday the week before. It's the magic of editing and how you do a channel. That's how you do a channel, guys. All right? But if I don't have enough, or if I get some fantastic ones, maybe it will bleed over into the next week. But Guest Help Week, guys, welcome. And we are going to feature some pretty cool games here. This first one is QQ for you. He sent me a T21 replay. I was going to say something like well, it's true. I don't often feature T21s, but I have in the past, and I think I've even done some with my own gameplay. He says he quite likes it, and I agree. He sent me a good note, though, actually, so we're going to read some of this. He says, just had a game in the T21, which is one of those games that makes me love playing lights. Score wasn't anything spectacular. It was pretty good, though. Though I felt like I did more than my share of the win, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Little things, man. The little things that get wins. Things that aren't captured in damage, in assist, in kills, in experience, in win rate, or whatever metric you're looking at. Things like being in the right place at the right time, holding down a flank alone. Maybe you don't get a lot of damage, you're in a heavy, you bounce a bunch, clogging up choke points, being a critical cog in a push, late game tracks or spotting that gets the win even though you don't have a huge amount of damage. It's the little things like that. And I agree with him 100%. That's what makes the game fun. And he goes on to say, however, it was the ability to use the light's strengths. Mobility and vision, I would concur. I've looked at it. We're going to go through it. That makes games like these stand out to me, not just sitting in a bush. By the way, T21 is a real hidden gem. I could not agree more with all of that. He is running optics. He's got binocs. We're going to see how interesting that is. We have LNES, so we are definitely a spotting and camo kind of setup, although we don't have a directive in there. And we're running small kits. I like it. And is that a manual fire extinguisher? What in the Sam heck? What? All right. Look, you can't be cheap if you're not the cheapest of all time, guys. All right? You can't be cheap unless you're running a manual fire extinguisher. I kid you, QQ. He does have a PCR, so he's not a complete skinflint. All right. Is that allowed anymore? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We are here on Erlenberg. The Erlenberg gets the worm. T21 is a rather large light tank. It looks a lot like a T20 because basically it is. I think it just has less armor, it's faster, and it's a light tank. So magically, the T21, same shape, size, I believe, etc. of a T20, carries its camo while it moves, while the T20, which is called a medium, does not. It doesn't make sense. All right? It doesn't. All right, we got to run because we got lit. I watched this at chipmunk speed. We're going to do that right after we have finished it at regular speed. Artie, you can just... Better luck next time, my friend. Better luck next time. Watch what he does right here. He's trying not to knock down the fence because Artie might be watching it, especially if one of the other ones was tracking him. But he unfortunately knocks it down, and I don't think the other Artie was looking at him. So it's got the mobility, it's got the relative stealth going on for a light tank. And like I said, we'll watch it at fast time speed because it shows a great, I guess, kind of different view of the map and just the flow of how he played the game. If you go faster, you kind of get a better sense of it than at regular time. So he went to kind of the regular light tank spot, but was outspotted by the T-37. Not really that surprising because this thing's camo. While it does carry its moving camo, or its regular camo while moving, its stationary camo while moving, I guess would be the way to say it, its camo just isn't great. That was a lot of words to say its camo is not great. So he has to bail out of there, and he may have actually been in a bit of an open spot on that as well. Is he going to get the kill there? I don't remember. Doop. All right, we're going to bail. Been there for a long time, got a lot of shots. It does reload rather quickly. I believe it's just a little 76 millimeter gun. What is the alpha? I want to say it's 115, kind of the standard American. There you go. The American 75, 76 millimeter, kind of 115 alpha gun. So he's definitely going to use this thing's mobility and its camo. Moves up forward into the castle. There's really nothing here. Notice that he's got 3 tanks over there with him, so there's 4 of them. The enemy has proven that they're not up near the castle. He comes. This is a bit dangerous. It's a mid-tier game, so it's not as likely something has fantastic spotting to see him here. You'll notice that his spotting is actually all the way out to the 445. Takes a couple shots to knock things down, see what he can see. A couple times he will stop long enough to turn on the binocs. There might be one right here. Nope, he's rocking back and forth. I don't know. Is he going to do it? I might have stopped there and let him cook. Nope, he just refuses. He's like, no, Guido, I am not going to turn on my binoculars. Why are you carrying him then, QQ? Come on, man. I don't know if there's anybody sitting there, to be quite honest. I want you to look at the other side of the map, see what's going on over there. That's going to become important here in just a moment. So we have light tanked our way up to the front, but what do we do with it? Can we really make a move across this big open area? Here comes a big bad 3002. We probably don't want to tangle with that guy. He's got a bunch more hit points than us, hits harder, reloads almost as fast, to be quite honest, if not as fast. So Q's bailing out of there. Like, nope, I'm out of here. 3002, no reason to tussle with him. It's not like he can do any spotting back there anyway. And I like this. When I was running it at chipmunk speed, I sort of got a sense of it and I could see what he was doing. But where do you guys think he's going? I'll just chuck that out there. I mean, it seems fairly obvious, but probably going back to protect the Arty, right? Of course. Absolutely, he's going back to protect the Arty. That's what I would do in this situation. He's not going back to protect the Arty. I liked this move. And like I said, when I did chipmunk speed, it made a lot more sense to me because he went up to the castle, looked around, unfortunately didn't turn on his binocs. Come on, man. But there was nothing else to be done on that side, fellas. There really wasn't. And he looked over here, saw they were having a little bit of trouble, but also they had a decent amount of tanks. And in fact, they have cleaned it up pretty nicely. And all of a sudden, we have an opportunity. And this is what light tanks and fast medium tanks excel at, is exploiting opportunities all over the map. He went to I don't even know what to say, fellas. He went to a flank and changed. I don't know if that's allowed. I think that might be cheating in World of Tanks, right? How many of you go to a flank and then just leave and go to another flank and be effective? That seems ridiculous, honestly. Why would you use your brain? Just dumb. Pushes up to here. Did he turn his binocs on that time? No. He might have. I don't know how long he was there, and I'm not backing it up. All right, so he's going to come in here. He's got the Skoda, the T85, T3045. Looks like they lost. No, they don't. They still have the T50-2. Why that guy's not for it, I don't know. Finds the Nashorn wandering around. This is a fairly standard place to find TDs hanging out, guys. So be mindful of that when you are pushing from this direction. He gets a lit. He's going to puts another shot on him. Nice, but doesn't quite kill him. That's the problem with the low alpha guns, guys. The 1S kills the Skoda T25 over on the other side. That's not great. Arty misses. You got to love that. Spins around. And now he's going to push. All right, what's not seen? Oh, he's seen now. He is seen now. It looks like they have spotted, at least at some point, all of the enemy tanks. Is that true? It is true. This is interesting. Where? Hold on a minute. This is not something... Oh, there it is. See that little purple spot back up on the hill? I missed that. All right, so that was the Hellcat. Last seen, right? So clearly he's not there anymore. In fact, he's shooting us. You may have noticed that in the damage log down there. We got a little bit, I won't say necessarily lucky, but we did use a bunch of our hit points in that push, and this is one of those. It's the little things, guys. He just cleared that flank, and I don't think any of those other guys were going to do it. They were all low hit points anyway, so none of them was really interested in pushing against a bushed Hellcat. You had to figure he was on the hill. Everyone in the game knew it but me until I finally figured it out, but he fell back to that spot. He could have fallen back to near the Kappa here, at which point this would be the open area that we've run across, but we've used our hit points to clear out a flank. Still, this is a fairly even game. So we're going to come up here, see what we can find. Is he going to let the binocs cook finally? There it is. There it is. The little things. Didn't see anything though. Pushing around, and wow, this is looking kind of dangerous, to be honest. He finds the Nashorn. The Nashorn does not see him. Holy cow, that was close. We've got the 131 wandering around. Also doesn't see him. pretty good hit points, 900. That's one of the nice things about that tier 6 heavy, the 131. It's got a bunch of hit points for a tier 6. Guy was lit, so it looks like he's maybe paused or stopped there a bit. I think we're going to decide to bail out of this. And the enemy team looks to be in pretty good shape. It's 9 to 10. They've got 4 tanks and 2 arty. We've got 4 tanks and 1 arty. And he's going to push back this way. I was a little bit worried he might run into the 3002, or the Tiger might come around the corner and find him. That did not happen. And look at this mobility. So we've done just about, my friends, and we will do here in just a moment, a full circuit of this map. So he's going to use these bushes here and trees. He's going to take a pop at him here. Boom. Nice. Little high roll for 120. Using the tree. Little blind shot. Where is he? Don't know. How did he disappear? There's no telling. I don't know what happened there. He's in those bushes. I'm very surprised we didn't get spotted doing this. Oh, geez, there he is. Don't shoot. Is he going the other way? Hold on. Nope, he's coming back. He's wondering how he got lit. That's very interesting. I didn't notice that on the first go through because I was at chipmunk speed. Remember, we came from the southeast here and then came across. He may have figured that he was being lit from that direction. Now he's been shot from the other direction, so he absolutely knows. So he's turned back around and he's coming this way. That's pretty funny. I didn't notice that before. So he's charging after our hero. We get a shot while he's in a bush. Another one. And we're going to bail out of there. I might have been tempted to take another one, but this was not a bad move. Off he goes. This tank does take a little while to get up to speed. Its power to weight's not fantastic. It's decent, but not fantastic. It's got a good top end, but a lot of these tier 6 lights do take a while to get chugging. I like this auto aim action here. Boom, using the mobility, just keep trucking. Hopefully this guy misses if he takes a shot at us. Another zap, maybe he wasn't, oh, he's not even paying attention. Shot one out, he has no idea, and down he goes. Absolutely legendary drive-by. 131, for whatever reason, isn't quite in position to take shots. And look, we've just done a full circuit, guys, all the way around. Mobility, vision against the Tiger, got that guy all turned around. What's the problem now for the Tiger? Well, he's clear the hell in the back in the south, guys. Unknown where the KB1S is, but now our hero is coming back to help the 100Y and the rest of them take down the 3002. Although I don't think they're going to need him here, as I recall. He goes blitzing back here to help, though. Boom, dies to the 100Y. So not required, turns back around, finds the 131 out in the open. Absolute legend. Got him lit. The other good news there is now he's being shot by somebody else. Looks like the Skoda 125 got a chunk of him. Comes up to here. The KB1S is seen. Puts a shot on him. That is unfortunate. Doesn't quite track him. Takes another shot. Down he goes. Very nice. 266 assist. Got no damage on it. That was interesting. So either bounces or misses, where he was already dead when he shot that last one. And now it's just tracking down the poor KB1S. 1,434, 1,337 assists. Now watch this. So the KB1S is in the middle. We push up here. We're looking just in case he heads back this way. But if you look at the minimap, he's a little deeper down the corridor. Kills the 100Y, so still a dangerous situation. A 100S is a little autoloader. Could kill the 3485, but mobility. Now we are going across the only part of the map we haven't traversed yet, straight down the middle. Bringing the light tank in. The 1S is right there. We're going to surprise this dude. He's like, uh-oh. Dang it, that bounced. Maybe a little better aim would have been a good idea. Oh, thank goodness. He was softened up a little bit by the artillery, I believe, right there. Brought him into a kill shot for the 115 Alpha. Otherwise, that could have maybe got a little dicey. 1,464 damage, 1,404 assists, and 2 kills. And a great example of exactly what he said. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. It's 2,800 combined at tier 6 light tank, so there's nothing wrong with that in any way. But it's not, a 3,000 damage total carry. However, what he did was hugely important for this team winning, using the mobility, the spotting, the agility, all the things going on with the light tank right there. And he did a lot of little things there that really swayed the game towards his team. Early spots, early capture of the castle, making sure that's not in danger of falling, gets out, stops pushing a flank that doesn't need to be pushed anyway. There's nothing going on down there, really, and there was no way for him to outspot the guys unless they pushed. Runs all the way back around, helps the other flank, pushes that flank, cleans that flank up, makes a bold move across the south, gets the guys all in a kerfuffle trying to stop that move in the south. The Tiger one's hilarious. That guy doesn't know which way he's going. He spent the whole game chasing the T21 and never really getting anywhere near him and getting absolutely worked over. Swings all the way back to the north, kills the Artie on a drive-by, which was fantastic. And then on the way back to help the push at the cap. Wasn't quite needed, was able to swing back to the middle, get a kill on the Tiger finally when he finds him out in the open, and then back to the middle to clean up the KV-1S. So let's watch this in chipmunk speed because you'll get an idea of kind of how the flow went. All right, we're going to go on chipmunk speed on this one, and sometimes it's easier to conceptualize the flow by running the replay much faster. It's, some tanks, heavies, big armored TDs maybe don't go very far on a map in an entire match. But light tanks and medium tanks can if the situation presents itself. So this is a great example of that. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up. There we go, and off we go. So you see the flow. We're going to move to the middle. Looking for shots. This is a great move initially for light tanks. Gets lit, gets out. Hides, doesn't want to get shot. Already misses good. Off he goes. Running away. Back around. We got some guys pushing sort of unwisely over here. They get kind of tore up. We're going to come over here. This is another good early spot. So he spotted early middle, got away from danger, came back around, immediately back in, grabbing some damage. No assist, unfortunately. Finally gets a little bit. A couple guys die because of what he's doing there. Fantastic. A couple guns taken out. Even though he only has 339 damage and 129 assist. Helps the guys in there. Obviously, he hit the rest of his team are shooting them as well, but nicely done him right there. Looking for shots, don't have it. We come back around here. Oh, here comes the 3002. Let's not sit here and play punchy face with a 3002. Situation is developing over on the east. All the way back here. Not helping artillery or guarding them, but bringing our light tank / fast medium all the way across here. Knows this bush. Takes a peek. Fantastic. The Hellcat's gone. Obviously in the first run through I did not quite understand that yet, but now I do. And finds the Nashorn. Tears the Nashorn up a bit, gets lit, unfortunate. Already misses, great. Mobility, that helps that happen. Gets lit. Hellcat gets a couple shots on him, unfortunately. Drive-by on the Hellcat, gets it spotted, down he goes. Now the Tiger is a little bit concerned about what's going on in the back. Comes up to this kind of intermediate spot, takes a quick look, decides to move, catches the Nashorn, he dies. Tiger, man, blows my mind those guys didn't see him, but at this tier sometimes you get guys with not very good crews. The Tiger's sort of wondering what the hell's going on. He heads off that way, takes some hits, sort of figures it out, I think, right there. Oh, he's headed back. All right. Figures, hey, I'm being hit by a T-21 behind me. Let's chase this guy. Well, you can chase me, dude, but I'm way faster. We've almost made an entire circuit. Tiger, of course, knows he's there because he was spotted, but does the drive-by. Heads back to the south. Doesn't need to. Swings back around. Finds the 131. Tears him up. Helps kill that dude. Back to the middle where he knows the 1S is, supporting the rest of his guns. They end up finding him, but he's able to sneak back in here. Finds this dude. Boom. Unfortunate. And finishes it off. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. A great idea or a great conceptualization as you're watching it of the flow and the decision making by QQ for you. Good game, QQ. Great one to show the things you were talking about and I'm talking about here, which is sometimes it's just all those little things put together that really can help your team win. All right, so let's do it. We've got guest help week. I've got a couple good ones coming for you. Maybe you guys will chuck a few more at me. I'll have already asked on Sunday on Coffee Talk by the time you see this if anyone's got any more. I think I've got a few more in the hopper there. So let's see what we can get going. Send me your great games. That's all I've got for today. See ya.